It was in the fall and the river was high, I remember that. I believe the real commander was off duty. His name was Lieutenant Ribel, and he was gone, and there was an ensign on duty who didn't know enough to out of a boot. I think there was some rivalry with the officers down there. And this one, Ensign Rowley, he didn't know anything. And if he had of, this would never have happened. But he should have been court-martialed, absolutely. When you have that much freeboard on a rowboat, and the river's going like this, and you have 2 dogs, 4 men, all the sidearms and equipment with them, you don't belong out in that river. Every night they would load up at the mouth of Mattole River, and they would go up the beach till they met the ones coming from Davis Creek. Then they would meet, and then they would both turn around and go home. And this particular night, it was a real stormy, nasty night. And this ensign had the boys all loaded into the boat. And the Indian down there said, "Boys, don't go." Ensign, he turned to the boys and he said, "Never mind what he says, this is an order, get in the boat and go." And Johnny Jack says, "You will never make it." I'll bet they didn't get 100 feet out in the river till it upset. And they were wearing ponchos, and it went up over their heads, so they were helpless. The next day, they had the Coast Guard come out, and they did some dragging with some kind of an instrument, and they did raise one body. And then they said, "Well, there's no use looking around here any longer. The other 2 have gone to sea." And Johnny Jack called us over and he said, "Boys, they haven't gone to sea. They're right over there in that corner of the lagoon." We went home. We got a 8-foot joint of 10-foot joint of pipe, run a rope through it, made a bridle out the front and a bridle out the back. And the one on the back, Curly Wright was with us. It was Curly and Prescott Brandstutter. And Curly had some of the 3-inch triple hooks. And he tied one of those about maybe every 18 inches across the back end. And then the rope could sink. The pipe would carry across, but the rope would sink. And we rode around there for quite a little while, and all at once, Prescott says, "Boys, we hooked onto a log." I started pulling it up, and pretty quick, here come this arm out of the water, watch on there ticking,